Oh, hello. Can you hear me? Hi, great to be with you, Tran, and congratulations to the group of you all today breaking a Guinness Book of World Records designation. We are so excited. What's coming from Michigan, what's coming from our students, what we're doing to showcase the America of the future, to train the next generation, to provide on-ramps to opportunity, and to get our students plugged in so that with computer science, with coding skills, with technical skills, we can move the job imperative. Because one of the is that an innovation base here in Michigan. And so when we break this world record today out of Michigan, we're going to show not only the world what we are made of here today. And so this is exciting. This is so thrilling. I talk to small businesses and schools all over the country when they come visit. You're leaving a part of it. How can I get to what your training programs are doing? I work on the science based technology. I'm helping the lead on STEM programs. STEM build the building blocks of STEM. And this is how I get great with it. Thank you.
And you more. One of the things that we're so excited about is that did you know? I'm sorry about that. I apologize. I didn't know. Did you know that when we started this back in June, you were one of the first person to come up and say, hey, I want to be part of this. So your promotion will really spark a lot of other people to come aboard. So that's one of the things I want to say first of all. Thank you very much for your support. What I want the audience to know is, could you tell them a little bit about your role as a Congress woman? She just write down. Yeah, my role is such and such. Oh, I apologize about that. We apologize about that. It looks like we had a connection problem. Hopefully, the Congresswoman Haley Stevens can join us again. We apologize again for the connection. What we're going to do now is that we're going to just kind of explain to you the rules in regards to completing your Guinness World Record assignment. So there are 10 tasks in the Guinness World Record lesson plan, and the goal is to complete each task and submit each task. Number one, there are ways to kind of learn the program itself. There are videos, there are text instructions, and there's also images that you can download to kind of troubleshoot your code. And if that doesn't work, you also can connect to by Zoom to one of our volunteers to help you debug your program. So there are many ways for us to help you out. So let me go ahead. I think we have Congresswoman Haley Stevens here.
I'm back.
Yes, I apologize about that. Hey, I'm going to go get started because I know that we might lose your connection again. I wanted to let you know, if you didn't hear me before, that you were one of the first person who actually supported this whole Guinness World Record effort to get more people into computer science. And because this week is National Computer Science Education Week, this kind of fell right into what we're doing, is trying to get more people understanding what computer science is about. I want people to know that Congresswoman Haley Stevens not only supports us, but that also initiate other people to come aboard. Can you tell us a little bit more about your role and what it is that you do, and also share with them how does computer science is part of what is it that you're doing? Can you hear me?
And allow me to say, always stand up to support your effort and what you're doing to educate and bring in our students into the computer science world. And you're absolutely right. It's a special week with it being National Computer Science Week. It is a special day with what we are accomplishing here with our Guinness Book of World Records designation. Is I want to in for what all of you do. I want to shine a light on the creativity, the ingenuity, and the technical skills. I think it is so important to continue to look at computer science as learning to write. It's got to be a basic skill that, frankly, can be honed through additional technical training, just like if you were go to college for English literature or writing, you can go to college for computer science. And so today, when you're going through this class and you're getting a certificate and a recognition for what you're doing, your practice in this field and contribute to what we call an economy of scale, an incredibly connected innovation economy, people in outer space, that is helping people fly on airplanes, helping people drive cars, helping people to use their cell phones and connect with family and loved ones. Obviously, this era of COVID-19 has shown us that computer science unlocks togetherness and triumphs over other impediments. And so when we think about solving the problems of the future, things like climate change or gun violence, or even tackling student debt, computer science can be a part of all of those things. The programs, the codes, the accessing of data and knowledge coming together, solutions to keep people connected. This is what you do as computer science. And so with that field, and so that's what I want everyone to think of, is that computer science isn't something that just sits over on a shelf. Computer science is an elixir to a very way of life here in America. It is everything that we touch. It's going into the stores and buying goods. It's home. It's in many respects, and you can go to the company about that. We need computer supermarket, computer online, the way goods and ship goods and store goods monitored through channels, and that all requires computer scientists. And so I've seen people who go into computer science thinking that they're going to do one thing, and then all of a sudden they see themselves developing mobile water dispensers or for people with diabetes, inject themselves with insulin at the right level. Mobile app that is in charge of that. This is computer science unlocks for you. And so part of why I am such an enthusiastic champion of what today and what all of you are inspiring is that you're showing the way, and through unlocking the channels of opportunity for everyone, the great equalizer of America, computer science continues to lead the way.
It's funny you said that because earlier this morning we had Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist, actually not only a computer engineer himself, but actually kind of support what you're saying, in that the future in not only computer science, but it affects everything that we do now, and especially with the COVID-19 as well as the pandemic that's going on. Everyone's touching technology on a daily basis. So just understanding how computer science works is important. I also want to let you know that right now we have over 4,000 people who pre-registered for this event. On top of that, our goal is to hit 1,922 to break the Guinness World Record for this title. So let me ask you, Congresswoman, what does it mean to you about breaking the Guinness World Record, and also at the same time educating kids as well as adults right now about computer science?
Well, I think part of why you all are getting so much attention today is because you are also breaking norms. You're breaking barriers to entry. And you're showing that in the 21st century, we're going to have new approaches to education. Certainly, we've seen that this last year with all the need for social distancing and some of the challenges that that's brought to our students. And I want all of our students to know that are helping to survive a pandemic, and you're doing a great job, and you're getting through every day the best that you can, and I don't want you to beat yourselves up. And I want to say that participating in today's round, exciting, unprecedented, first time ever that we're going to have this many students doing this. I can't wait to get that Guinness Book of World Record, by the way, you guys in there. That's going to be not just in addition to what that means for you as a student, and what my good friend here with Michigan Accelerate is always talking about with the opportunities for our students, but it's a value statement. This is a value statement about the type of place that we are here in Michigan, which is that we believe everyone has something to offer students, and empower you. You are empowered. You are empowered to continue to gain those skills into the future and look at all the.
Well, I want to say thank you again for your time, Congresswoman. I know that you're very busy, and so we're going to let everyone know that today is a very important day, and we important that we're all uniting together, especially with everything that's going on. We're all working together, and more importantly, also educating youth and adults about computer science. Is there anything else you want to say before we let you go back to your busy schedule?
Just keep doing, keep being amazing, in touch with my office, and know that you all always have a friend and champion in me in the halls. And I can't wait to tell my colleagues. We might have to actually slip that in the congressional record as well and tell them what we accomplished here today. So thank you.
Okay, thank you for your time, Congresswoman, and you
You
have a
know,
wonderful day. So, everybody, if you haven't heard
you too.
already, we are getting ready to move on to the next guest. And again, thank you to Congresswoman Haley Stevens. And we are going to take a break here, but our next guest will be Cheryl Wilson, who, I'm sorry, it will be Shanita Scott, who is the Detroit Public School Community District Computer Science Director. So, stay tuned, and we'll see you in a short while. Hi everyone, we are back live on the YouTube live stream here for the Guinness World Record event. As you already know, today is a big day for us. It is not only the day but the whole week. It's National Computer Science Education Week, and so because of that, we are running this Guinness World Record event, which is at the tail end of the week, and we you can also consider that we're closing the event. But we are going for or setting the record for most user to take an online computer programming lesson within 12 hours. So we started this back at 8 a.m. and we're going to go on all the way to 8 p.m. So you guys got about another good, if my math is correct, probably another good 8.5 hours to go. And one of the things you can do is that you want to go on to your, if you pre-registered, you want to go into the WhooSaid platform, log in, go through the code. There's 10 tasks, and from the 10 tasks, submit every task. And even at the last task, which is requiring you to submit your final work, even if it's not working, submit it because at least Guinness World Record know that you attempted, and we will get your participation. So with that, just make sure that you go in and complete it. And if you need help, you got the video, you got the text instructions, and you have some pictures in some of the tasks, so that way you can check your code. If worst come to worst, you still need help, there's a live person if you press on that Zoom link in your WhooSaid platform, and there will be a volunteer there waiting for you. So with that said, I want to welcome one of our special guests here, and throughout the whole day we have been having special guests coming through our live stream, and I think this one's more special is because she's the first one that's actually on our team. She is part of the Michigan Accelerated Computer Science Collaborative, and this is Shanita Scott. She's with the Detroit Public School Community District. I'm going to let her introduce herself. At the same time, I'm going to let her introduce what she does with Detroit Public School. How you doing, Shanita?
Hey, good morning, Tom. I'm doing well.
I'm doing well. Can you tell the public what is it that you do for Detroit Public School and what this week means to you?
Absolutely. So my official title is Senior Director of Computer Science. In a nutshell, I oversee all computer science curriculum and professional development for teach districts. This event is just amazing, and it's super important to me because it's helping to publicize computer science. I think it's important for everyone to understand the huge impact that computer science has in our lives and to get exposure to that. So I think this event is just really playing a great part of that.
And I can't disagree with. I mean, I can't agree with you more. I can tell you that computer science is, it comes to play in everyone's life, especially with this pandemic. Everyone's not on Zoom or some type of virtual class, and we know that now more than ever, we need to make sure everyone kind of understand about technology and understand how computer science technology work is to understand computer science. Can you tell us what made you decide to be part of the Michigan Accelerated Computer Science?
Absolutely. Well, obviously, I'm very passionate about computer science. I've been an educator for about 16 years now, working in very both learn. So the event was a great way to get everyone exposure to computer science, but also to do something good for Michigan in particular, and to show what types of things we can accomplish when we all work together.
Yeah, I think you're very right. I mean, especially with this, not only the pandemic, but with everything that's going on, I think that this is one way to unite everyone. Not only Detroit, but also all around the state of Michigan. And yes, you already know, we not only have people participating, over 4,000 people that pre-register. What that means is that we got people from Michigan, outside of the state of Michigan, and outside the USA. So hopefully, if we can hit our target of 1,922, we set the new record for most user to take an online computer programming lesson within 12 hours. Tell us, I think something that not everyone knows is that Shanita here is not only an educator, but she's actually taking or was taking a coding boot camp with Grand Circus. Shanita, can you share a little bit more why you did it and what are you getting out of it?
Absolutely. So I think it was right around 2015, 2016. I was asked to teach some coding classes in the district that I was in. Didn't really have experience with coding at that time, so I was kind of freaking out. Found this in a nutshell, ended up going and doing a full-time boot camp, a front-end developer boot camp there in the summer of 2016, which just kind of opened up a whole new world for me of just saying all the magic that you can do with coding and computer programming. And just kind of went from there. Ended up having a short, couple of years career as a software engineer, and then coming back and bringing that knowledge to the education sector.
That's amazing, Shanita. One reason why I'm saying it's amazing is because a lot of there's not enough, not only educators, but not enough educators that focus on computer science. And I think that because you have not only the education skills, but now you have the computer science skills in some ways, I think there's more of your skill set that's needed. And so I'm glad that you're seeing the hopefully the passion that you have with computer science now is showing off. But now let's talk about the youth at Detroit Public School. Tell us what what is it that you love about working with the youth? in your district, and what is it? I guess because this is your first year with Detroit Public School as the computer science director, what is your goal for these youth?
Absolutely. About work is that our students are just super excited. They're hard workers. They're resilient. They represent everything that the people as a whole stand for. So I'm really happy to be able to be back working in the district that I grew up in. I was a graduate of Cass Tech, so I have to throw that out there. But just super happy to be back in the district, now working to make sure that across the district, our students have equitable opportunities to have exposure in CS, to have, exposure to a variety of computer science courses, as well as to get that exposure in the workplace as well. So we're also working to bring in that work-based learning as well.
I think that's very important. I mean, not only that you're learning and being able to understand like the theories and being book smart, but then applying it. I think that's also a very big part of learning, especially with computer science. So I think that I want to mention to everyone that Shanita not only was able to be part of the Michigan Accelerated Computer Science, but she's also working in the district and making sure our youth are getting the skills they need. In regards to what we're doing today, Shanita, we're attempting to break the computer science record here. What does it mean to you in regards to Guinness World Record event that we have today?
I think this is an awesome opportunity just to have people, all over to see what we're doing here in Michigan, the excitement that we have around computer science here in Michigan, and just get us that exposure all over the world.
Great. And I think that you didn't underestimate. It is all around the world. Like we said, we got over 4,000 people. People not only in the U.S. but also across the other continent.
In Michigan,
So
just get us that exposure
I
all over the world.
I can. And then one of the things that I also want to point out is that you got to 8 p.m. today to kind of finish your online lesson. And if there's any questions out, click on that Zoom link in your WhooSaid platform, and there should be a volunteer there to help you out. So with that said, hey, thank you very much, Janita, for your time. Thank for all you do with our youth, and thanks for being part of the Michigan Accelerated CS Coalition. And we hope to talk to you soon and hopefully share some good news with you tonight.
Absolutely. Thanks, Ty.
I'll check against this one too. tired now then. check how things are how things are going with WhooSaid. How many people?
Yeah, last time I checked, we were at 3,300. It was like 1030, 3,300 tasks. It's about 300 people. They all agree 10. I told like we need about 20,000 give or take tasks. That's the only number we have to go off of until we get CSP.
Hello, everyone. This is Tan Tran again with A Salary for Kids. And as you might know, today is a very, very special day. Part of National Computer Science Education Week, we are joining together not only in the state of Michigan, but all around the U.S. And we have some international people participating in helping us break the Guinness World Record for most users to take an online computer programming lesson within 12 hours. So this event has been going on since 8 a.m. this morning Eastern Time, and it's going to go to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So you still have another 8 hours to help us out. And from the last number I heard, a third of you are completed. We have over 4,000 pre-registered people. We need more of you to complete this lesson, so help us get to the finish line. So now, as you all know, throughout this whole day, we've been bringing in some special guests through our YouTube channel. And one of the reasons why we're doing that is because we wanted to say thank you to some of the people, stakeholders, sponsors, members of the Mission Accelerate Computer Science Coalition, all the people that have come together who has been planning this event for the last 6 months. And because of that, there's a lot of undertaking that was going on in the background that is allowing us to do this right now. And one of those organizations that's part of the Mission Accelerated Computer Science is Wayne State University. And I am so excited to introduce you to Dr. Tanya Matthews. And I want to first say hello, Dr. Matthews, and we are very appreciative for you to take out a part of your day to talk with us.
Hello, how are you, Ton?
I am doing well, and I want to let people know that Dr. Matthews here is part of Wayne State University. Can you tell them a little bit more of your role, and as well as the new Wayne State University STEM Learning Center?
Absolutely. Very excited about the new STEM Innovation Learning Center, and is to make cool, exciting, I don't know, world records, around. Very excited to partner with you, Ton, on this amazing project. But part of keeping up with STEM means keeping up with state-of-the-art equipment and teaching and learning. And so the building is going to provide all of that.
That is awesome. And a matter of fact, Salary for Kids, the nonprofit we're from, we're based at Tech Town. So I know that that relationship that Wayne State University and Tech Town has. So we love the building. So Dr. Matthews, let me ask you now, because this week is focused on Computer Science Education Week, and I know that you are the founder of STEMinista project. How important is it not only to get young girls involved in computer science, but in technology and STEM itself?
It's very important. We need our young ladies engaged. We need everyone engaged. And there are certain communities who previously were excluded or thought that engineering or science or computers weren't for them. And so, we do ourselves a service by calling folks names. And it's important to start young. I know you can code as early as kindergarten. Toddlers are ready-made engineers. They're always building things. And as kids start to take harder and harder classes, when you give them hand learning experience STEM coding challenges, it actually makes them more real, more relevant. So this is why I have all kinds of programs for all kinds of students, and always start as early as possible.
It's great that to hear that from you, because we also believe that anyone at any age can start looking into learning computer science or a programming language, because we say that learning a computer programming language is like learning another foreign language. So if you know one, you could be bilingual. So with that said, Dr. Matthews, could you tell us what this day means to you in regards to not only about the Computer Science Week, but also breaking the Guinness World Record for most users to participate in an online computer programming lesson within 24 hours? I'm sorry, in 12 hours. Tell us what that means
In
to
12
you.
hours. Well, it means a lot to me. As you mentioned, Tom, we've got folks tuning in from all over the world, all over the country, all over the state. First and foremost, it means a lot to me that this is coming out of Detroit, because I think that a city of creativity and building, and we've got a lot to offer and a lot to show. So I'm excited about that. I'm also excited that we picked such a fun way to introduce folks to the idea of coding. I'm married, right? It sounds like you're trying to secretly get me to do more math. Okay, yes. But part of it is it's a tool, right, to make new things, to do different things. So some of us will like to code just to code, like you said, and some of us will like to code because there's something we want to do. We want to fly that next spaceship. We want to actually bake better cakes. We want to make a new app or new online service, new robot. So it's always behind these things. So I'm also really excited that we decided to do something this big around coding and make it fun, so people could like dabble their hands in and see that it is not that scary and a whole lot of fun.
And that's very important, because all the people who are participating today, some are actually watching us online, or some are actually doing their online lesson right now. And just to reiterate what Dr. Matthews said, I mean, computer science could look intimidating at first, but when you get into it, just knowing how it works is just as important as knowing a programming language. So that's what we're trying to encourage people today, is to kind of see what computer science or coding is about, because everything we touch, regardless, you're going to be a doctor, a lawyer, a school bus driver, a teacher, you're going to be touching computer science one way or another. And we hope that having this experience today will allow you to get a little bit more knowledge on that. Dr. Matthews, in regards to your experience, how do you think the next, I think, let's talk about 2021, 2021 and beyond, how is computer science and technology going to look like for those youth who are growing up with this technology now?
You know what I liked about what you said before about it's like learning a language. And once you learn one, you get familiar and you can move on. The language that I was trained in was the language from Hidden Figures. That's where I started. But it was a doorway, right? So it led me into this. Once I went through, the mental gymnastics of learning one language, different languages seem more familiar to me. And I think in 2021, we're going to see a lot, right? We're all online now. Some folks are watching this video. There's a bit of delay. I'm going to need the next coding genius to fix for us, I think, in terms of thinking about things like that. As we are actually putting computing and artificial intelligence, machine learning, to all kinds of technology, from handheld to, hey, it's Detroit, it's going in our cars and vehicles. So there's a lot in store, and I'm liking that organizations like yours and, of course, mine are also thinking about allowing younger and younger students to dip their toes into the world of coding.
That's so awesome. And I love the way you kind of put in Hidden Figures, the movie, because I think we need a little spark, in regards to what is it that kind of get us into something like this, because it could be a mentor, it could be colleagues, it could be a movie.
Right.
But I think this is very important, and especially with this Guinness World Record event today. It gives everyone a chance to say, hey, I'm going to try it. Maybe I won't like it, but at least you now know what computer science is about. So, Dr. Matthews, I think
Exactly.
I have one last question for you, and I really appreciate for your time because I know you're a busy woman. But do you have
Okay.
any last statement or last word for all the participants who's out there today in helping us break this Guinness World Record?
Yes, like listen, you got your registration, you got tutorial videos, and like all of these books. Remember, the idea is get in there and try it and work it out. Every coder will tell you there's always a missing comma, a letter, or something. It takes a couple of times. This is not about getting it right the first time or even perfect the second or third time. It's about getting in there and seeing what it's like. And I'm telling you, the feeling of accomplishment when you get to the end is worth it. And you know, parents take news. So grandma, an uncle, a grandma, do something, do yourself.
Yeah, well, very well, very eloquently said. And I want to remind everybody that just finish your 10 tasks on the computer programming lesson and submit all those 10 tasks. Even if you don't have a working program on the last task, it's okay. You can submit it. Guinness World Record will see that you participated and you will be counted. And if we break that record, you can actually order a certificate of completion and have your name carved in stone. So just be aware of that. Dr. Matthews, I want to say thank you very much for your time, and we appreciate not only what Wayne State is doing, what you're doing, as well as what the STEM Innovation Learning Center is going to do for a lot of the youth in the community. So with that said, have a great weekend, and we're going to let you know as well as your colleague Teresa know after this tonight where we are, and hopefully we'll have some good news.
We will definitely have good news. Have a great day, time.
Have a good one. You're muted.
Oh no, I think I was muted that entire time. So I will start over very, very briefly. So sorry, y'all. I know you probably see me in the background today running around, but my name is Darian Stevens, and I'm a part of the MACS organization as well, too, helping organize the Guinness World Record attempt for today. And I'm super excited to just be here with you guys as you kind of go through and complete your tasks and get your record attempt completed today by the end of the night. And so we've been doing our rolling guests throughout the day, and I'm super excited to introduce you guys to our next guest, who is also a part of our MACS organization, Ms. Cheryl Wilson, who is a computer science consultant at the Michigan Department of Education. So she'll have a lot of valuable information to share with you guys related to computer science. So I'm so excited to bring her on. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Cheryl onto the stream.
Beautiful. Hi there. Am I on, Darian?
Yes, you are. Can you hear me okay?
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. So Cheryl, if you don't mind, could you go ahead and just give the stream a quick introduction and let everybody know who you are?
Thank you, Darian. And I just want to say thank you to the MACS group for putting this attempt together. This is an awesome opportunity for students and others to engage with computer science. I work at the Michigan Department of Education, and I am the computer science consultant. My job is to try to make sure that districts are implementing the computer science standards throughout the state. And what that means for students is opportunities to engage with computer science. So we're trying to make sure that every student has the opportunity to do computer science. Currently, let's work on trying to help districts integrate it, like find ways that they can do computer science without necessarily having to add another course, or if they're interested in offering a course, helping them find courses that might be good to offer.
That's awesome, Cheryl. So can you take me back a little bit about how you kind of got into the realm of computer science?
I was fortunate enough when I was probably, my dad got one of those old IBM, and he taught me some basic, and I remember being so excited to write line 10 and do this, and I was like, wow. Well, then high school, I actually had a chance to take a course, and my teacher, Mr. Nelson, he taught us, and I was like, this is really cool. I can tell this thing what to do, and it's going to listen to me. And then if I needed, I learned to adjust. Well, that led me into college. I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to teach math, and I said, you know what? Let's try computer science with it. So I studied that, and teaching, I was able to teach mathematics, and then I also taught computer science for many years. Absolutely loved it. I think one of my favorite things was teaching. I love with Scratch how you can take the simplest little sprite, teach it some things to do with your. I saw so many students do some fantastic things with Scratch.
Absolutely.
So just one of my favorite things that I like.
When I worked at Accelerated Kid, I used to have some students who were like 6, 7, 8 years old, but they had been doing Scratch for maybe 4 years already, so like half their life, and I've seen some really impressive Scratch games. So I agree completely. I agree completely with that. Could you tell us about, like, for students who this might be their first exposure to computer programming tonight, what are some things they can do, classes they can take, or just some resources maybe on the education side for people or students out there, participants, maybe not even students, it could be maybe adults who might want to continue their computer science education. So what would you recommend for people who might be on the newer side, but in terms of resources out there?
Well, if you are a student, you need to check with your school. If you're a high school, obviously counselor. There may be a course you're not of. There are computer science, and maybe you need to ask them about like or maybe it's part of the Career Tech Center that they offer it. If you're in elementary or middle school and you don't have like a special on it, or there's no offering, do ask your teachers and your counselors if they can think of putting anything in. And also, what about a club? There are so many great clubs that are out there for computer science, coding clubs, and you could start to connect with other students. And you were also asking, like, outside of it, resources. Code.org offers some free resources. Khan Academy has free courses you can take. Trying to think of other, there's so many. If you just want to do Hour of Code, get on Hour of Code and find an hour. There's so many just things in an hour you could learn to do, and I will tell you, just about anybody can do that.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great advice. I think all those resources are super great. And so when it comes to the MACS group and planning this organization, what made you want to be a part of spending the last 6 months putting together this Guinness World Record attempt? We've had some long nights and a lot of different things happening over the planning. So it's been a lot leading up to today. So what made you want to get involved in taking on such a big task of breaking a world record for computer science?
Mine is more the idea of connecting somebody with computer science. I think to a lot of people, if you didn't grow up with it like I, what is it? It's that computer sitting there. No. There's so much more. Computer science is engaging. It can be exciting. And it's not necessarily writing code. It's problem solving. It's looking at data. It's, it's writing algorithms and stuff like that. So I just want to encourage everybody, dig a little bit deeper into computer science, and I think there's something out there for everybody to engage and find some excitement. So that's why I wanted to be part of MACS.
Awesome. Well, we're so glad that you were, Cheryl. This event wouldn't have been possible without you and all of our other sponsors and everybody who was just a part of this. So thank you so much. Is there anything you want to leave the stream with? Any words of advice or just encouragement for the day? Anything?
You know what? I think take what you're learning today, even if it with the bits box, and find something else to do. Especially with our holiday break coming up here, a lot of students out of school. There's some unplugged things you can do too, but find something to do and keep yourself busy over break and learn some more code, and let's break that world record.
That's so awesome. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate your time so much. I know I'll be speaking to you later on this evening and likely tomorrow too, as soon as we get done. So thank you so much, Cheryl. Talk soon.
Thank you.
Bye. All right, guys. So that was Mrs. Cheryl Wilson. So glad she could join us. I'm going to go ahead and put us back on a brief intermission before we get ready for our next interviewee at 1 o'clock. So if you guys are out there, make sure you check out the description box down below. It has all the login instructions and everything where you go get logged in to attempt your Guinness World Record attempt if you guys have already pre-registered. So be aware that you guys must have registered to be able to count towards the record, but if not, it's okay. You guys can still follow along with the lesson plan. There's a link down in the description box for that as well too. You just won't be able to count towards the record if you didn't register beforehand, okay? So again, guys, I'm Darian. I'll be here with you the rest of the evening. I'll be here all night. So again, I'm gonna put us on an intermission for a sec, and then I'll see you guys back here in about 15-ish minutes, okay? All right, and we are back, everybody. So again, if you guys didn't see me earlier on the stream, my name is Darian Stevens. I'm part of the MACS group here, putting on the Guinness World Record attempt for today. So I hope you guys are out there enjoying yourselves, learning. I know a lot of you actually got a lot of things done so far. So we don't know exactly how many, but we know that a lot of people have started submitting their tasks. So we're in great shape there. Hope y'all are having a good time. And again, as y'all have been seeing, we've been having rolling guests on the stream all day. So I'm really excited to bring you guys our next guest, who is from the Michigan Film and Digital Media Office. And I'm going to let her introduce herself. But she's also a part of our MACS group as well. And she's a big reason that we are even able to have this event with you guys today. So I am going to bring Salam in right now. And we will go ahead and speak with her. All right, Salam, can you hear me? Uh-oh. All right. We might have to... Oh, hey, can you hear me? We might have a bit of a lag on the stream. Hey, sorry, can you hear me, Salam? Uh-oh. Let's see. Are we on mute? I don't know if I can hear you, Salam. Are you muted by chance? No? Can you hear me? Guest has... Okay. Cool. Sounds good. Okay. Sorry, guys. We might be having... No, I can't hear you. I don't think I can hear you. All right, guys. Bear with us while we troubleshoot for a second. I think we might be having some mic issues. So, okay. I think y'all can hear me, but I can't hear our guests. So I'm going to try to see why that is. Appreciate y'all for sticking with us through this. I know we've had a few drops throughout the day, some network stuff. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys sticking along with us. We got 7 more hours to go. Yeah, no, I still can't hear you. Let's see if I unplug the headphones, if that helps. Okay. Can you still hear me? Uh-oh. It's playing on built-in speakers, which could result in... So let's see. Maybe we will try it. Let's see. Okay. All right, guys. We're going to do some quick troubleshooting really quick. So I'm shooting a couple text messages to just try to get this worked out for you guys. Okay, so she's going to try to rejoin. And then if we're still not able to hear her, when she rejoins, I might just give her a call, and then we'll have her stick with us over the air. So let's see. But anyways, guys, if you're just now joining us, or if you haven't heard, we are attempting to break the most users to complete an online computer programming lesson in 12 hours today. So it runs from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And we will likely have our results by definitely tomorrow. We hope that we'll have them sooner than that, but we have a lot of people participating. We have over 4,000, I want to say 4,200 participants. So we had a great turnout, and we're really happy